Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Johanna, and this, as you've seen in the title, is a plan with me on my mini happy planner. I have repurposed this from a 2019 planner and have turned it into a 2018 end of the year planner because I just couldn't wait. And I did because I'm not a huge fan of the cover. I don't mind the colors, but I'm not feeling it. So I created my own, and I just had some scrapbook paper because I do traveler's notebooks for my Etsy shop. So I just laminated a sheet of some pretty scrapbook paper and just covered it, and I do like it infinitely better. I do plan to customize this more, but right now my focus is on my shops, so that's as much as I was willing to do. So for today, well, actually, let's flip to this week. So this was my, and what I use this for is to track my expenses. I'm actually thinking about tracking my expenses as well as just using this as a personal planner. I do right now use a traveler's notebook that I made to do that, but I think I might be able to convert that into this and just make it more functional for me. This layout, I was inspired by Tarchelle B, and I'll link her channel below, where she turned a horizontal layout, which is this style, into a dashboard layout, which is this style. It's the style that came out with the new Mom Life planner, I believe. And I believe there's also an extension pack, which isn't mom specific, although I don't know if there's one in the mini size. Regardless, I can't get my hands on it, so it doesn't matter. And I actually hate this layout, not so much because of the layout, just because of the busyness of it, and it turned out to be not so super functional for me because I don't even know what I'm going to do with this page. So for this week, I do plan on doing the layout again, although I'm going to divert from the actual layout, and if I can find a picture online, I'll insert it here, because this side has a bunch of like errands and to buy and focus on and things like that, and then this side has the actually weekly calendar. But I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put my weekly calendar here because it just makes more sense visually for it to be on this side. And then I'll have some running lists on this side, and we'll see how it goes. And again, because this is a 2019 calendar, the first thing I need to do is actually redate it because this is not the right dates for this week. I did find in my stash, because you know how we do, we buy all the things, then we find them later. This is a Target Dollar Spot folder that was, I believe, designed for their little 3-ring binder thing, but that I don't have, so I cut it down so that it fits in here, and then I just punch the holes with a hole puncher so that I can keep my stickers, because again, for this month and next month I will need to redate my weekly spreads, and I definitely need to get another one of these. And I got this from Planner Love SP on Etsy shop, and I think they're super cute. So let's get started. As always, it's always easier to work on the pages when they're not in the book, so we'll just take those out. And I am filming top down on my phone. I can't see what's going on, so hopefully you guys can see this. All right, so I picked out some washi that I thought wasn't too intrusive, because again, I do want to split this up into boxes. There's 7 days in the week. It'll create 8 boxes, but this top one, it'll just be a landing spot, I think, for a cute quote or picture or something. So I'm going to just eyeball it. know people like to use credit cards or gift cards or things like that in order to cut, but I find this is a little bit of a sharper edge. So I actually had wanted a paint knife. Cindy from Llama Letters here on YouTube, and again, I'll link her channel. She uses a palette knife, I think it's called, but I couldn't find one in the Walmart. And if I reference Walmart, no, I am not sponsored, although if you're watching, I'd love to be. But that's the store that I have the easiest access to. So if I can, I will purchase all the things from Walmart just because I can't really get to much anything else. Yeah, not sure what I was going for there. So because I don't know if it'll show through the stickers, I'm going to white out the day. And I think we'll go for purple. Now because this is a mini, these stickers are kind of big for it, and that's okay. Because when I was tracking my expenses last week, I realized the box wasn't that big. I mean, I can see that the box isn't that big, but it really came to light when I was trying to put in all my expenses. So my plan is to use this to just track the total of the expenses, and then if I need to break it down, put it on this side. I am going to try to be more mindful of how I spend, because not only do I stress eat, but I also stress spend. But also I want to focus on paying down some debt, because I have a lot of it. I don't own much, but I own a lot of debt, so that's awesome. So I want to get or bring that. I mean, I pay my bills. That's not an issue. It's just I would like to have less of them. I'd like for my Etsy shops to be more, not sustainable, because I do it because I want to, but I do need to track how much I'm spending in it, because right now I'm definitely sinking more into my shops than I am actually recouping. And eventually that might have to be reviewed and see if that can continue to be a thing. So that looks cute, and I did pull out some sticker books just because I have quite a few of them, and I had quite a few before I picked up my first Happy Planner, which is Olive, like 4 weeks ago, just so I wouldn't have to flip through, and because I know what I want, I just, you always don't know where it is. I did mark it. And I have seen Kell of a Plan use tweezers. Hers are super cute. This is just the Walmart brand because, sponsor me. And there's little circles here, but this is a square. But because it's clear, I think it should be fine. Yeah, that's cute. Now I know this is a bit extra because that little dot is there, that little circle. I could just write the numbers in. But as I've said in a previous video, if Happy Planner is going to go through all the trouble of making cute little stickers, then, need to support the cause, right? And maybe they'll actually ship to Hawaii and not charge you $1 million for it. I think that looks really cute. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Okay, so that's good. And I'm gonna white out these. Trying to be a little bit more careful. I think I found, and because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, it's just an ongoing problem for everyone, is the sticker books don't exactly have what you may want or need, or it may have things you're never going to use. So for instance, this I plan to be the docking place for my personal expenses. This I plan to use as a box for my business expenses. And then this, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for. So maybe it'll be a to-do list, maybe it'll be a little note to self, but it doesn't, or at least in the books that I have, because I've looked through all of them, it doesn't necessarily say business or personal, although I did order the budget book, so maybe it's in that one. But I don't have that today, so yeah, that is what it is. And none of the sticker books I have are for the mini, which, you know, is okay. But that means then a lot of the times they don't necessarily stick the way you want them to. Thought I was the only one, or it's nice to know I'm not the only one who will pull up a sticker that either isn't straight or an element was hiding, like that little bow, which is super cute. All right, so that in and of itself is it. Super functional. I have the days of the week, and there are days that I actually don't spend. And my goal is, I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but to have no spend weeks and eventually no spend months. That's something I think I have to work my way up to. But I think this will help me at least focus and give me more of a real time, okay, just a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there actually adds up kind of sense of my finances. But I can't leave well enough alone, so I am going to put a few stickers, and I'm going to use this pumpkin one. It doesn't necessarily go, but it's loose, and I just want to get rid of it. So, yeah. Don't normally spend anything on Sunday. And now that I put the sticker there, I'm probably going to spend a whole bunch of money on Sunday. And even though I live in Hawaii, we actually do have a pumpkin patch here that people can go to. It's actually rather close to my house. I've been there once, and that was enough for me. It was a few years ago. I think it's good if you have kids, or if you and your significant other want to go take the cute Instagram pics, but I have neither, so it was just there's a bunch of pumpkins here. Cool. Where's the food? So, just a few more, and then I think we'll call it a day. Does anyone else have this problem where they just don't want to come up? And I forgot to check if I combed my hair. So we'll see when I edit this. Oh, that was annoying. Okay, I think we are good. So that is my week of November 5th through the 11th. There is a holiday here, so I will not be working. In Hawaii, state workers get election days off, so that's cool. If you have not already done so, please go and vote. Every vote counts. And this today thing I actually jerry-rigged. This was actually part of the cover. I think it was the sleeve for one of the happy planners I picked up, so I just cut it down to size, added a today sticker. I would like to make a better one, but until I have the time to focus on me versus my shops, this will do. I don't know if anybody else likes it, but that snap it makes when you snap it in, I love that. I love that sound. I could do that all day. It's like bubble wrap. All right, guys, so this is a horizontal layout, again inspired by Tarchelle B, but I've tweaked for my own purposes. So we've got the weekly calendar on one side, and we've got some items on the other side. I did want to bring out the pens that I've been using. I do like the Papermate Flare. It is a medium point, and I didn't think I'd like that, but it actually works kind of fine. But my go-to pen here and at work is this Pilot High Coletto 5, High-Tech Coletto 5, and I've got just different colored ink in here, and they range between a 0.38 through a 0.5 nib, I think it is, and so it gives me a really fine line. In here, I definitely need that because I need to write as small as I can, but in general, I seem to have better handwriting when my nib is thinner, so I typically go for a fine, although like I said, these Papermate Flares write really well. Now I do have a Papermint Flare Ultra Fine, and I actually don't like it. It doesn't flow as smoothly, but it does give a finer line, so that is true. So if anything, I'll be using this as just highlighters or just accent pens versus actual writing pens. Alright guys, this is me for my mini for this week. Again, this is going to be my expense tracker and eventually move into maybe more of a daily and expense tracker, just because there's different things I'd like to keep track of that I haven't been. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please like and subscribe and turn on that little notification bell so that you won't miss any of my videos. Thank you.